Hey there, Kids Own Kids. Mrs. Dodds here with Lunchtime Story Time. Today I'm going to be reading After the Fall. Who's this guy? That's Humpty Dumpty. Remember that nursery rhyme? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Yikes, let's see what happens in After the Fall. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then, one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks call it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. There he left the hospital. So there's his bed way up top. But now he's scared, so he's sleeping down on the floor. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Look at all the yummy cereal on top. But he can only eat this boring cereal on the bottom because he's scared to go to the top. I walked past the wall every day and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then, one day, an idea flew by. What is that? It's a paper airplane. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. He made an airplane look like a bird. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt this happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Oh no. They always do. What happened? This airplane got stuck up on top of the high wall. I'd almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time that I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as the egg who was famous for falling. Crack, crack, crack. Hopefully you remember as the egg who got back up. Look at his shell. What's happening? It's cracking. What is that egg cracking into? And I learned how to fly. He's a bird. Wow. Humpty Dumpty was the egg of a bird. How cool was that? Do you guys ever get scared of anything and you just don't want to do it again because you're afraid of what might happen? Yeah, that's kind of like Humpty Dumpty. He was scared to climb that wall, right? But we just need to remember that Jesus is always with us. And when we get scared, we can talk to him, right? And he'll help us, give us peace and courage. And then we can do the things we love to do again. All right, I miss you guys. Bye.